But by the way, as long as we're punishing people who are allied with hostile foreign interests, just to restate the obvious, China is now Russia's strongest ally in this war. And that has real implications for people like, I don't know, Nancy Pelosi, whose family has gotten rich from China, or the entire American finance sector, same, or Hollywood, or all the people who are now profiting from Vladimir Putin's closest ally. Will they divest of those investments? We'll see. But in the meantime, you should be very aware that there are partisan forces trying to use the war in Ukraine to accomplish political objectives here domestically and gain more power for themselves. It's not just about voting rights or shutting down Fox News. It's about shutting you up personally, your ability to express yourself. And if you doubt that, you should know that Senator Mark Warner of Virginia just wrote a letter to his donors, the tech monopolies, demanding that they, quote, restrict the spread of Russian propaganda. He did not define the term Russian propaganda, and as a show that has been accused of disseminating it repeatedly, we can tell you we're a little sensitive on the topic, and you should be too. So Warner went on television recently to report that his donors in big tech quickly complied with his demand. Watch.
You sent letters on Friday to our leading social media companies, Meta, which runs Facebook, Alphabet, Reddit, asking them to take action to prevent Russian state media, Russian propaganda operations from appearing on their platforms. I want to ask, have you received any responses yet to your request that they take that action?
Well, David, the short answer is yes. Virtually every one of these platforms has taken down some of the Russian activity or demonetized, so they're not making money off of RT or Russian ads on real time during the platforms. That's good. I commend these platforms.
So contrast that clip with the one from MSNBC we just played. The first is when dumb people do propaganda and tell you that Russia invading Ukraine is somehow about racism in the American South or something. I mean, it's nonsensical. What you just saw is what happens when smart people do propaganda. The CIA shill on the left, the Intel Committee chairman on the right. You'll notice that the CIA shill said Russian state media or Russian propaganda. Just to be completely clear, Warner is not talking about banning Russian state media. He's talking about banning Russian propaganda, a term that he gets to define. He's talking about censoring the opinions of Americans. Now, to be clear, that is not allowed in a democracy. In a democracy, citizens who rule have an absolute right to have any opinion they want, period. That's not an ancillary freedom. That's not just some like random thing that we have as an added bonus as Americans. That freedom of speech, freedom of conscience, is the central freedom we have. It's the whole point of the country. And there is no point in supporting Ukraine if our leaders ignore our own Bill of Rights. And we should demand that they respect our Bill of Rights before they take a single step forward in defense of any other democracy.